and it might take a couple of days for the person to actually get into that routine back again. But if they're going to continue not being able to sleep because they didn't finish a task, you're teaching your brain that if a task is not finished, even in future, I'm not going to shut down. But it's important for them to remind themselves that, you know, when your performance level, it can only be great when you have maintained your rest, and sleeping is important.
Awesome. And that speaks to the narratives that we tell ourselves. How do you measure success? Most times people measure themselves by writing this incredibly long to-do list that in the first place, if you look at it, you're like, really? Was this ever going to be possible? But anyway,
Absolutely.
this is what they measure their day or their success for the day. And I have said to somebody, and it worked quite well for them because they're quite hard on themselves. This is a high achiever who's achieved quite a lot of things, but cannot sleep because there's 3 things that's not done out of a list of 20. Right? So when we speak about training the brain, it's important to train your brain to look at the 17 things that are done instead of the 3 that's not done. Tick off, not even tick off, write a list of the things you achieved. And with the mind that when I've achieved one thing and I've achieved it well, that is an achievement. And not to say, I've done 101 things and I forgot one thing, and that's the thing that I'm measuring myself on. So that narrative is not very kind to yourself. So our idea on self-care is not just sleeping, it's not just your physical. We need to be kind to ourselves. That is caring for yourself. The narrative that you say to yourself, how do you measure yourself? How do you address yourself? Do you call yourself a success? Do you call yourself an achiever? Do you call yourself somebody that goes out there to get what they want? Or do you remind yourself of all the things that haven't gone well? And when you do that, your relationship with trying and taking opportunities, it starts to have a gap. Because in your mind, I've failed. The last week I failed at everything. I have so many things that's not done. Add that to not sleeping, then you're not going to be functioning rationally.
Correct.